This is by far the funniest thing I've read all day. It gets better. Yes. Warning, curling irons can burn your eyes. So, after my first video, I made a note for myself to buy more Post-it notes because I love them, like I said before. So I went and bought more Post-it notes. This one has a note on it. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Anyways, and I bought more Sharpies. No, that's the highlighter. More Sharpies. Okay, so I bought more Post-it notes and some new pens. So a little update on my exciting life. I made dinner! I made chili and cornbread. And the chili was kind of funny because Emily and I just went and bought a whole bunch of stuff that we thought went in chili, like beans and tomatoes and beef, and that's basically it. And then we decided to look up a recipe, which was a little too late because we already bought random ingredients and I couldn't find a recipe that had all of those random ingredients in them. I found one that had beer in it. We don't have beer. So, we just decided to dump everything in the pot and made it, and it turned out pretty decent. Emily and Gary said it was okay. The cornbread turned out great, but that's because it came from a box. So, I made dinner, which is part of my New Year's resolution, is to make dinner once a week, at least, because I kind of just leech off of Emily and make her do everything for me, so I'm growing up now. I also wore my hair differently the other day, not like it is right now, but I had it in pigtails, and I wore it to church, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun to play with, and I kept playing with it all the time. I thought about doing my hair like that for the video, but then that seemed kind of like really extra and unnecessary, so I didn't. But I wore my hair differently, and that's a big step for me because I'm a creature of habit. Yeah. And now, for the biggest news, I am going on a location adventure. Yes. My original location adventure was going to be the beach, but that got scribbled out. Emily and I are going to go to Pilot Mountain on Thursday. I've never been there, but apparently it's a park, and I think there's a river there. I wanted to go to the beach and collect seashells because I don't like going to the beach in the summer because I'm not like an ocean worshiper. But anyways, she decided that we should go to Pilot Mountain because it's only like a half-hour away as opposed to the beach, which is like 4 hours away. I'm not used to living in North Carolina where the beach is forever away. I'm used to living in Florida where it could be a day trip and not be a waste of time. So anyways, we're not going to the beach. We're going to Pilot Mountain, like I said, for the 10th time. Hopefully, like, maybe I can find river rocks. I really love rocks, so probably going to bring home more rocks and put them on my shelves and have a billion rocks. And then I'm going to pack them up and move those rocks. I moved rocks the last time, too. All right, so I talked about writing a book. Not that I'm not going to write a book, but I came up with a brilliant idea, and I think you're going to like it. I decided to write a whole bunch of short stories. Short story. Yeah. But the idea gets even better. I would love it if you guys, whoever you are watching this, of my friends, and obviously not strangers because strangers can't watch this because it's on my Facebook. Anyways, of my friends, I would love it if you would just submit random ideas of short stories, and I will write them. And if you really want to know how they turn out, I can send you a copy of it, or maybe read some. I don't know about that. But yeah. So, give me some ideas for some short stories. That is what this is for, short story ideas. And then when you give them to me, I'm going to write them in the Post-it notes, and I'm going to put them on my wall, and I'm going to write them down in a book somewhere and have them, and that will be the book that I've written. Yep. That's about all I have to say. After Emily watched my video, she brought me my Fast Food Nation book. So I'm going to start reading that. And that's about it. I mean, not much else to say. I just really enjoyed making the last video, so I was like, I want to make another one! So I made this one full of crap and rambling. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I don't know how to edit videos, so you're just going to get all the crap and rambling until I learn how to. So yeah, thanks. Don't forget to submit your ideas, please. Please, 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 please. Submit them, and I will put them in there. I will write them, and I will let you know how it turns out.